So here's what the 3 questions are. The first question that they're asking is, who are you? That's the first question that they're asking. Before they buy from you, they're asking, who are you? Before they allow you to influence them, they're asking, who are you? Before they sign up for your coaching program, they're asking, who are you? Before they go ahead and purchase your products and your services, they're asking, who are you? And we have to be able to answer that question up front. Now, here's where the mistake often happens for so many people. In answering the question of who are you, they tell people, go to my website and you'll be able to learn more about me, all right? So listen, I'm so glad that you got this really pretty website, you got your copywriter, you spent all the time checking out the colors and coming up with your story, you got them banging pictures, boom, 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 you know what I mean? I love the pictures, I love everything about your website, but that's not who you are, all right? And for most of us, guess what? Our bio is not even who we are. Here's what I want you to understand. For most people, the way we do our bios, it's a list of accomplishments, things that we've done. And that still doesn't really say who you are. How do you think you get people to really know who you are? Sharing your story. Have you ever been in a situation where you met a complete stranger on a plane, at an event, or in crossing, and something happened where you started talking, and somebody decided to open up? And one of you actually shared the story. And as a result of someone opening up and sharing part of their personal story, in a relatively short amount of time, 30 minutes, an hour, the end of the conversation, you felt as if you had known that person for years because you just felt like you so connected with them. What do you think happened there? It's a result of you hearing their story and the connection that's done and the fact that it so resonated with you. Does that make sense? Yes or yes?
Yes. Yes.
Right? Anybody, am I the only person that's had that experience? Raise your hand if you've ever had that experience, right? Just about everybody's had that experience. So the stories have the ability to be able to bridge the gap. So the story is what allows you to answer the question of who you are. So the second question that they're asking is, what do you have? What is it that you have? What do you have? And so here's what I find for most of us as entrepreneurs, speakers, coaches, we are really good about telling people what it is that we have, right? We like, let me not cut to the chase. Yeah, my name's such and such. I am an author of this book. You need to make sure you get a copy. Hey, I'm such and such, right? I've got a business. We do this, we do that. You need to hire us for coaching. You need to hire us for consulting. Hey, I'm a speaker. I'm great. I'm fantastic. You need to bring me in to speak to your organization. We're real quick to tell people what it is that we have. And I'm happy that you know how to tell people what you have, but what I need you to understand is you got to reverse the order. And so what I mean by reverse the order is you've got to first let them know who you are before you go into what it is that you have. Open up your social media, folks. Open up your emails. You're bombarded with people who start off with just telling you, this is what I have. Buy from me. Get my coaching. Download my workbook. Do this and do that. And this is what you do. You scroll right on by. Why do you scroll right on by? Because you don't even know who they are. Am I the only one who does that? But what happens with the people that you are connected with, people that you know, when they post stuff, don't you find that you at least pay attention to it for a second? Why do you think you pay attention to it? Because you feel like you actually know who they are. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? Yes. So I want you to write this down. Very important. Just a reminder for yourself, you need to connect before you sell. You see, because connection leads to conversion. Connect before you sell. Connect before you sell. Connection leads to conversion. When people feel connected to you, then they get in the situation and now they want to say, well, what's next? How can we work together? You know, what is it that you have? Yeah, sure, I'll listen. You've got this great program. Sure, I would love to know about the program. So we've got to connect before we sell. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? Yes. So what's the first question that they're asking?
Who are you? Who are you?
Say it all together. What's the first question?
Who are you?
All right. The second question that they're asking is what?
What do you have?
All right. And the last question that they're asking is, why should I care? They want to know, why should I care? I mean, that's great. You're awesome. You're doing your thing. You got a great business. You're a coach. You're a consultant. You know, you're a speaker. I mean, all of those things are awesome. But why should I care? What does that have to do with me? And so one of the things that we have to become masterful at is helping people to see the benefit for them. And the reason why is because they're all tuned into the exact same radio station. You know what that radio station is? It is WIIFM. WIIFM. In a room of this size, some of you know what that means. What does that mean? What's in it for me, baby? That's what they're asking. What's in it for me? Like, you doing it. You look good. You know, you smell good, right? Your business is looking fantastic. Things are fantastic, but what's in it for me? Show me the money. And so all of these things where we're answering the question of who are you? Helping people to see what is it that we have, and then ultimately why should we care? We can find a way to position the answer to all of those questions basically through our story. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? Yes.